What up, YouTube? I'm here in To'ajale. I found a random hill and I decided to do a vlog for you guys and answer some random questions. I'll drop the questions down here. Try to do 20 questions, okay? If you were guaranteed the answer to one question, what would it be? If I needed to be guaranteed of one question in this entire life that I'm living right now, I would love to know if the struggle, not only for myself, but the struggle for my entire family will ever end. Will it ever end? And if so, when? What's it like being you right now? If I'm being completely honest, well, obviously I'm being completely honest, but being Jermunson Yazi right now is sort of a roller coaster. It's an emotional roller coaster. It's a spiritual roller coaster, a financial roller coaster. Every day seems to not get better. Every day seems to get worse and worse and worse. And I'd like to remind myself every day I wake up and I start to face these challenges, I like to remind myself that this is probably coming to an end. All of this struggle, all of this, not too sure if you guys know, but I was diagnosed and I'm not doing much about it, I feel like, except for continuing to live on and doing what I gotta do. I believe that's what's keeping me busy and keeping me pushing and going forward. But I would emotional roller coaster. It's all the roller coaster for me at this point. So I think that being Jermunson right now is definitely hard. It's difficult, and it's difficult in a sense to where I just might be able to get through this all, and then see a side of life that I can actually start to enjoy, you know? But definitely being Jermunson right now is not all butterflies and rainbows. There's definitely a lot of struggle for myself in this point. My own struggles, obviously. I would love to gather my children and gather my family and spend the rest of the time that I have left on this earth just having a conversation with everybody and letting them know how much I'm thankful for them being in my life or being a part of my life, hugging everyone and then just, you know, kissing everyone and telling everybody that I love them very much. And then that would be the last 2 hours of my life. Nothing else would matter at that point. Not the truck issues, not money issues, literally nothing will matter at that point except for me reassuring my family that I love them very much and I'm super thankful for them. Nothing would matter. That's the only thing that would matter. I think autumn. Autumn is a very beautiful word to me. It's a very beautiful name to me. Autumn. I don't know. That name just sounds very clean. It sounds very inviting, very warm. Autumn sounds like it smells good. So definitely autumn is my favorite word that I've heard so far. I'd say when I first wake up in the morning, I see my reflection through my phone, and then I get up and then I look in the mirror just to reassure myself that I'm actually who I am. And then every time I go into the restroom, wash my hands, I see myself. So I'd say probably like 4 or 5 times a day. 4 or 5 times a day. I believe I bring a lot of value to a friendship. It really depends on who I'm friends with though. I know that I bring loyalty to a friendship. I'm pretty loyal to my friends. And I bring connection and communication to my friendships. I always make sure that we're somehow connected and that we're talking and communicating. And I always make sure that they're able to trust me, because trust in a friendship is very important. Trust in a friendship, trust in a relationship, trust is very important. So I like to think that I bring those qualities to a friendship. And then also I bring a helping hand. So if any of my friends need help, I would like for them to know that I'm there to help them if they need me. And open ears, open arms. If they need to talk to me, I'm there to listen. If they need my advice, I'm there to give them advice. That's the type of friend that I am. Definitely words of affirmation, words of encouragement, and conversation. Those are two things that make me feel very supported. Yeah, obviously I do like compliments and stuff. That's cool, but I would rather have a conversation, and I would rather have a meaningful and deep conversation about what I put out into the world and what I bring into myself from the world. So I think those are definitely what makes me feel super supported. Is having a conversation. Above all, above the compliments, above everything else, a conversation with someone asking me questions about, you know, how are you feeling? Are you feeling okay? And them showing the initiative to actually listen to how I'm actually feeling. Yeah, because some people, you know, they ask how you're doing, but they do it kind of in a hurry, and then you really want to know if they have actual time to ask how you're doing, because usually when someone asks how you're doing, you really want to tell them how you're doing. You need more than 2 minutes, 5 minutes to tell them how you're actually doing. And then it's not just like, how are you doing? Like right now, right then. It's more like, how are you doing in general? You know, how are you feeling yesterday, today, the day before? Like, I know that's a lot to carry for someone who's just saying, hey, how you doing? But I think that if you don't really care about how someone is doing, don't ask them how they're doing if you don't have the time for their response. So just don't ask me how I'm doing if you don't have time to have a conversation with me about how I'm doing. I think about money all the time. I know it's a bad thing, but constantly in my head, everything that I purchase to eat, gas I put in, everything I buy, there's like a calculator in my head, and it's all in my bank account. Like everything is subtracting, adding, subtracting, adding. I even go as far as thinking about next week and the next week after. And then it's constantly about, how am I gonna make my next dollar? How am I gonna get more money? What other things can I be doing to get more money? Am I gonna have enough money for Christmas? Am I gonna have enough money for the New Year's? Am I gonna have enough money to travel? Am I gonna have enough money just for anything, you know? Money is constantly in my head. And not only that, but people ask me for money too and ask me for help. So in a way, I feel sort of responsible, financially responsible for more than just myself. Obviously I am, because I have children, and that also has an impact on me constantly thinking about money. You know, it's like money every day, every hour, money, 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 money. And it's a bad habit to form. So I don't encourage anybody to fall in love with what money can provide and what money can do for you. I am most certain that there is something greater waiting for me at the end of all of this struggle that I'm facing. All of these feelings of being lost, all of these feelings of being depressed, all of these feelings of hopelessness. I am most certain that there is a huge pot of gold waiting for me at the end, and life is testing me to see if I will be able to do good with whatever is waiting for me, or life is definitely waiting for me to, life is definitely testing me for what's to come in the future, whether that's good or whether that's bad. God forbid it's bad, but I'm definitely hoping for something great for my future. I feel like I have two voices in my head, my inner self. One voice is bad, one voice is good, one voice is telling me to give up, one voice is telling me to push forward. And it's like constantly every day, don't get up, stay in bed, just whatever. Today sucks anyways. And then another voice in my head is like, dude, you gotta get up, you gotta keep pushing forward, you gotta keep going. And sometimes I feel like it's not a battle between who's gonna win or lose, it's more of a battle between who am I gonna listen to, you know? That's not a win or lose situation, it's who are you gonna listen to and how is that gonna play out for the rest of the day and the rest of the week? So constantly in my head, there's two voices that are telling me just to give up. And then there's one voice in my head that's telling me you cannot give up. I feel like there are several days that I would love to relive. But one of the ones that I definitely would like to relive is my sister's wedding. I say all the time that my sister's wedding was one of the best days of my life. So I would definitely want to relive my sister's wedding. That was awesome. Definitely not here in Tohajale on a hill that I know nothing about. I don't know the history about this hill. I don't know anything about this hill. Definitely don't want to be right here. Honestly, this question right here, I don't know the answer to. There's lots of places that I would rather be, but I know where I don't want to be, and where I don't want to be is right here. This is not where I want to be. I would love to say I want to be at home, but I honestly, deep down, I don't feel like I want to be home. I would love to say I want to be in Albuquerque, but I don't want to be in Albuquerque. I don't want to be in Durango. I don't know where I want to be. All I know is that I don't want to be right here, right now. But I'm right here right now. As sad as it may sound, one of the first things that pop up into my mind is when I wake up is I look at my phone to see if anybody hit me up. As sad as it may sound, most of the majority of my life, majority of my time now, when I wake up in the morning, I wake up to no calls, no texts, no messages. And that's totally fine. I feel like I prefer it that way. However, sometimes when I get really lonely, I wake up and the first thing that pops into my mind is, I wonder if someone hit me up. And I look at my phone and majority of the time there's nothing there. And that's a sad feeling in itself, and that brings me down. Maybe I should stop thinking, or maybe I should change my mindset and not think that way, because one of the things that I do is look at my phone when I first wake up, and I'm just like, did I miss somebody's message? Did I miss somebody's call last night? And then boom, it doesn't happen. Sad, but it's the truth. You guys already know I don't jump on this I don't jump on these videos to lie to you guys. Never do I do that. I think that I would love to forgive and forget all my previous relationships that I've been in. I know that it's not all bad. There's a lot of good memories and things like that, but I definitely catch myself on a day-to-day basis just thinking about what I could have done differently, what I wish they could have done differently. And then sometimes it just kind of, I overthink about it, it eats at me, and then I'm just like, damn, I wish I could just forget about all of this. I think that's definitely who I would want to forget about, but I can't. They're going to be permanently in my mind for a very long time, and especially now I have children with some, then it's going to be there. So I have to learn to deal with it, and I have to learn to forgive myself for a lot of things, My worst weakness, obviously you guys know I'm a Cancer. I wear my heart on my sleeve, is love. I feel, honestly, I fall in love very fast, very easily. And I have an issue with meeting women and going a little too far with them so soon, because I miss the feeling of affection and emotional support and comfort. So I feel like I do definitely fall in love very easily. That's my worst. That's my weakness. And you could say woman is my weakness too, and I totally agree with that. But definitely emotional connection and falling in love is one of my biggest weaknesses. And recently I've been working on it though. I feel like I've been doing pretty well working on that weakness. I feel there's a lot of things that are missing from my life right now at this point. But obviously my children, you know, I wish that I could have them all together at once, and I wish that I could be with them all together at once for more than a couple days, just so that I can experience the way it is to be like an actual father. And I just want my kids to know that I love them and I want the best for them. I feel that aspect of my life is that part of my life is missing. It's like I am a dad, but I'm not fully a father. You know what I'm saying? I guess only a couple people would be able to understand that feeling of being a dad but not being an actual father. And it's not like I don't want to be a father. It's not like I'm running away from my responsibilities as being a father. I truly want to be a father. I truly love my children. I truly want to kiss them at night, tell them good night. I truly want to hug them in the morning and kiss them and tell them to have a really great day. Let them know that I love them and I'll always be there for them. I truly want all of that. But I haven't yet experienced that feeling just yet. This is a crazy question. What am I not saying right now? I forgive you. I love you. I miss you. You are beautiful. I regret. I'm lonely. I'm scared. I'm hurting. I love you. 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 I wish the best for you. I miss you. I miss you. I'm afraid. I feel lost. Pointless. It's pointless. It's not that bad. I'm grateful. I love you. I'm grateful. I'm worried. That's what I'm not saying to people in my life or in my past life or whatever. For myself, hang in there. It'll be okay. You are strong, you are worthy, you are powerful, you mean something, you have a voice that is powerful, you are looked up to, there's purpose, you have a purpose in life, you are great, you're gonna do great things, you are loved, you are cared for, you are strong, you are powerful. You are powerful, you are strong. Life is not over. It's not over yet, and it's just beginning. Yeah. But it truly is a beautiful evening. I have a lot of supporters here in Tohojale, and I respect all of you guys, and I love all of you guys for supporting my videos. You guys are awesome. To the Tohojale community, I really want you guys to keep pushing forward and keep going on with your life. You guys are blessed. You know what I'm saying? And I want you guys to remember when you wake up every morning that you guys are loved and you guys are worth something to somebody. And if you feel like absolutely nobody loves you or you're not supported, then you got to remind yourself that you are supported and loved by yourself. And that's the most important person that you need to love and support is yourself. And to feel love and support from is yourself. So don't ever get it twisted, guys. Like I said, beautiful evening here in Tohojale. And if you know where I'm at exactly, and if you're from Tohojale, make sure you comment. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, I know it was kind of a deeper video than I usually post, but I just had to say it, you know, it had to be said. And these questions that I had to answer, it was a challenge. And I truly believe that me answering those questions was challenging to myself. And I also want to encourage you guys to ask yourselves very challenging questions, because first of all, you'll learn something about yourself. And I believe it's very healthy for you to ask yourself these type of questions. So go ahead and do that, and I bet you'll learn something about yourself that you didn't know before. But if you guys want another video like this, feel free to drop your questions in the comment section below. It doesn't matter what the question is, just make sure it's a good question. Challenging questions, because all of these 20 questions were very challenging. Very challenging. But once again, I appreciate all the support you guys give me. Thank you guys so much. And if you haven't yet, make sure you guys subscribe and make sure you guys turn on that notification bell, okay? Let's get this. Yo, you guys are part of the Arrows Army, and I appreciate you guys, all right? Much love. I'll show you the scenery. We'll bounce. Yeah, like I said, I have no idea what part of Tohojale is this, but it was nice. I think this is where I needed to be in this moment. So here I am, even though I was telling you guys that this is not where I wanted to be. I think this is where I needed to be. Thanksgiving is tomorrow, so I hope you guys all have an awesome day with your family and with your friends. Make sure you guys are in the moment of celebrating with your family, all right? Make sure that's a priority, okay? All right, we'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for checking out this video. Peace out, big dog.